Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you today after Rangers return to normality with a very easy sheep shearing performance at Ibrox as we defeated Aberdeen by 2-0. 2 goals from James Tavernier from the penalty spot in the second half being enough for Rangers to get the points over a fairly woeful Aberdeen side. As any Rangers fan will know, Aberdeen have been very successful in Glasgow against us this season, with Rangers not even managing a single goal against the Sheep in 3 performances that were dire. Rangers had one tactic, which was to get the ball wide and fire it in. Aberdeen, who have 2 giant centre-backs, sat in, denied space, made it very tight and hit us on the break. And you can't knock that tactic when it's successful because it's worked, and they knocked us out of 2 cups and they beat us in the league. So even though it's torture to watch, that it's what they do and they've been successful at it. Rangers, though, have changed the way they play recently, and we have a much more settled midfield now with the Jack Davis and Kamara partnership looking fairly solid. And with Jermaine Defoe up front rather than Alfredo Morelos, Rangers have played significantly more football through the middle. Not launching it, not tending to play high balls, there's no point, he's not the biggest guy, but trying to play intricate passes through Arfield or Kent or whatever. And I think the game started fairly cagily today because obviously both teams were aware of what had happened and both teams were aware that Rangers might try something different, and it took a little while for the game to spark into life. Ryan Kent with a low shot from just outside the box, it went narrowly wide. Then Jermaine Defoe, I wouldn't say missed a chance because he's I think finished it reasonably well, but it was a wonder save from Joe Lewis, an absolutely incredible stop to deny him. And Rangers gradually asserted control throughout the first half. I think our midfield smothered theirs. They couldn't get their breaks going. They were denied the space that they found against us in previous matches. I wasn't to say there was a lot of space for us, but you could tell that we were putting them under more pressure, different type of pressure, and we were moving their shape. That's something we have not been able to do in previous, because our shape was so rigid, that 4-3-3, that it was basically like a game of chess. Whereas in this, Rangers were able to pull them apart because Arfield and Kent both seemed to free rolls. They interchanged freely. Defoe in the middle was looking very lively. I thought he did very, very well today. And Rangers continued. Aberdeen played basic football, and there's no way to deny that. Really, when they play like that, they should be outlawed under the Geneva Convention because it's mustard gas for the eyes. But 0-0, they would have been quite happy, although just a couple of minutes into the second half, a corner needlessly given away by Joe Lewis, who took his time wasting, I think, to ridiculous lengths and was punished for it when a deep cross to the back post. Niko Katic gets in the end of it after a scramble and is fouled. The Aberdeen defender trods in his instep. Tav steps up, puts it away, sends the keeper the wrong way, and after that the whole stadium relaxed because we were finally. And you suspected that Rangers would be more than capable of going and winning this match because Aberdeen would have to come out, and that's where you'd have been wrong and I was wrong, because Aberdeen did not come out. They continued to sit in and just keep playing the way they did. I'm going to be a bit critical, and I try not to be critical of the way other teams play against us because it works for them, and if it works, I wouldn't be critical in the slightest if they'd won today because that's their right. But it's just odd for a team that tell us that they're up there, they're at our level and that they're our rivals. You don't play like that to the home of your right. You don't play like a team fighting relegation where you've no ambition at all to go over the halfway line. You've got all of your players within 30 yards of your goal. You show a bit more if you genuinely believe that you're up there and you're not punching above your weight. Aberdeen were a disgrace today. I mean, they were embarrassingly bad. And Rangers took advantage of that. Fair play to Aberdeen's back four and goalie, who kept it from being a cricket score. But the rest of them were no use at all, and Rangers continued to dominate the match. More good saves from the goalkeeper. James Tavernier had a wonderful move and finish, ruled out, I thought, a little unfairly for offside. I haven't seen it again, but I thought it was marginal at best. But then, with about 10 minutes to go, another corner. Rangers put less players into the box, so there was a bit more space. And Considine, who was on a booking, appeared to me to put his hand in Niko Katic's face. Katic made the most of it. The referee agreed with me and gave the penalty, although I believe that Stephen Gerrard has said afterwards he didn't think it was a penalty. No matter, James Tavernier put it away, and that was a game done and dusted. And I know that McInnes has been bleating about refereeing decisions that were unlucky. They weren't unlucky. They showed nothing. They were lucky in other games that Rangers were so bad that we couldn't, because this is such a reductive a Neolithic way to play football that if it works, fine, but the margin is so thin. If you lose a goal, you're not getting back into it. Aberdeen were not getting back into it from that first goal today. They just didn't have enough about them. And like I say, if you want to play football that way, that's cool. But when you don't get the result, there's nothing there. There's nothing to cling on to. There's no positive to take from it. Whereas I think that had they come out and had a go, you never know what they might have got. But Rangers back four strolled it today. Our midfield strolled it. And I thought Jermaine Defoe, bar finishing, strangely enough, had a wonderful game. But good to, as I say, return to normality and sets us up better for next season, because it goes on, it becomes a thing at the start of next season. Gerrard hasn't had the win over Aberdeen, Glasgow, etc. Well, that's put to bed now, and it was good to put them in their place, because it's difficult to have any respect for Aberdeen as a club, for obvious reasons, but their supporters, again, before the match there's a tribute, a minute's applause for Billy McNeill, their former manager of course, and it was observed impeccably around the stadium, and one of those nice moments where you realise that there are more important things in life than football. And then within 30 seconds, the Aberdeen fans start a song about the Ibrox disaster. That's subhuman. That's just... it's boring. That's the thing about when your whole act is that you're a shock jock. It's just so dull, we're not 14. We're not impressed that you're doing the footballing equivalent of saying fuck to the room full of grown-ups. It's quite pathetic, and I hope, as they're having the long drive home tonight with absolutely nothing to cling on to, that they're enjoying it, because I certainly did. Thank you very much for joining me, folks. I will be back next week after Rangers take on Hibs at Ibrox. Until then, you have a fabulous week. But you can join us for more on Heart and Hand. We do 2 free shows a week, available on Apple, Android, anywhere you get your podcasts, on a Monday and a Thursday. And also, if you want even more from us, and you should, because it's excellent, come and join us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Heart and Hand. That's patreon.com/Heart and Hand. And for just $1.99 per month, you will get over 100 hours every month of prime Rangers and football-based entertainment. I promise you'll like it, and I don't make promises lightly. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you again soon. Till then, bye-bye. Bye.